Welcome back to the West Coast for episode 21 with me, MrSealyp. So, as you have just seen, bit of contracting. Wanted to get the money up a little bit, just because of leasing things, and at the end of the day, contracting makes you money. Why wouldn't you do it? So we're up to 411,000. I'm back at the store. We're going to be selling some silage today at the BGA. So I need to lease some equipment, and this is going to be a little bit controversial. I mean, I always say this when I'm recording, then when I do the thumbnail will probably show you what I'm going to do. So there's absolutely no point being secretive about it. Let's go across. I'm not sure what this is actually going to be. Trying to remember now. Miscellaneous. There we go. The Biobeltz SB300 Snowblower, 6,999. I don't need to buy it. I'm not running seasons on here, so there's not a lot of point. I think I'll probably leave it in orange standard or working light. I'm hoping not to be working into the night. 559 to lease. That's not too much of a problem at all. This is a mod by Toxic Om. And that's the weird thing about it, is that apparently, and I haven't tried this, so we'll see, this works incredibly well at shifting silage. It means you don't have to use a conveyor belt, you haven't got to use a scoop or anything like that. Attach it to the front of the tractor, trailer on the back, and it picks up the silage and blows it into your trailer. We'll give it a go. No reason why not. The wood timber that I did has been collected by the guys from Bluebell Island. Somebody did comment and say, because they made a mistake and sent me pigs instead of sheep, I should send them wood chips instead of timber. I quite like that. I thought it was quite amusing, but I didn't. I left it as timber, so I don't know why I went over there and this is what I need to be collecting. I was nice to them and I sent them the timber they asked for. I have put the trailer back over to the livestock market because they should now be sorting out delivery of sheep. Hopefully that will be on its way. We'll see how we get on with that. So I honestly, my mind's gone blank. I can't remember how much I actually had in storage, so we'll get there. We'll see how much we've got in storage, and it's not going to be a massive payout. It's not like I've got a bunker silo with 1,000,000 litres or anything like that in it, but there's some in there. We'll make a bit of money, and that's kind of the point. Need to make sure I'm on the correct side of the road. I keep getting that wrong. course, I am hoping that I'm sure both of them came up saying that they were fermented. I'm sure they did. Go through. Oh, there we go. Oh, I panicked then, thought it wasn't. Okay, so that is ready to go. This is going to be interesting then. Let's see how this works. I'm going to put on the control menu panel in the top left-hand corner, just to remind myself of the controls. So let's have a look. I want to go to the front one. There we go. Unfold snowblower. I assume that was the slot there, wasn't it? Yeah. So unfold, it opens that slot there. Pipe out is down. That should point towards the trailer. Hopefully, yeah. See, I'm not sure that's actually going to reach in there, is it? Can I can move the flap. Ah, that might help a bit. So the flap on the trailer there, I can raise and lower that. So if I lower that, hopefully that will be able to get a better throw into there. We'll see how that works out. Back to the front. Lower snowblower. See, now I'm not so sure. Let's see how we get on, shall we? And turn on snowblower. Fingers crossed. Oh, it does work. Well, there's a thing. That's interesting. It works incredibly well. Wow. I don't know why I'm surprised, because some people have commented and said you should try it. It works, but in my head I'm thinking, but does it really? And yeah, it does. That's quite impressive stuff. That's going to solve. I mean, on maps, of course, where you can tip your silage, and that's the other thing I haven't checked yet. I did put a silage bale into the sell point, and that worked fine. But I can't remember if you can actually tip into it or not. But that's brilliant. I'm really chuffed with that. I'm going to carry on for a little bit, fill this up. Hang on. And there we go, 40,000 litres. Wow, okay. Let's raise that up. Turn it off. And now comes the moment of truth. Can I actually tip this into the silo? There's probably people already shouting at the screen going, no you can't. So many people comment saying you can, you can't. I'm not too sure. The best way, try it out. Please say you can, don't do the whole this is not accepted here. Fingers crossed. You beauty. You absolute beauty. It's not going to be mega money, but we'll make 16 grand. That's not, at the end of the day, it's 16 grand I didn't have before. Coming from the side. Oh, that's interesting. Incredible. Isn't it amazing how some of these mods just work for doing things you never expect them to? It does make it an incredibly useful bit of kit to have, and realistically as well, for 6,999 it's not like it's hugely expensive either. it actually fills fairly quickly as well. And they back up to 40,000 again before you know it. Now the only downside, the difference between let's turn it off, lift it up. The downside, we'll do it this way, as opposed to use conveyor belts. When I normally use conveyor belts, it's a constant stream. I try and keep that conveyor belt running. Downside now is when I tip this, the price will have probably dropped a bit. So every load you do, you're not going to make as much money, but again, I don't know, swings and roundabouts. I wanted to try it out. Ah, I would imagine the digester has reached capacity, which means it hasn't cleared what was in there before. Yeah, you'll only take a certain amount. I'm sure it's 50,000 litres at a time, isn't it? I'm sure someone said that to me before when I was dropping bales in, because these digesters will often take hay bales anyway, and I think grass bales maybe. But if you do more than 50,000 litres, it can't cope with them, so that could be another reason. But the other way to do it is to speed up time to ×5. That might work. 1 second. Okay. Just taking it up a notch to ×5, and hopefully there you go, 50,000 litres. Yeah, it's the maximum. If I do the rest now, that's it, we're empty. Right, okay. We are making money. Nice. Well, if you were one of those people, like so, I get some comments, I get 1 or 2 of, or people suggesting something or giving me an idea for something I could do in my Let's Play or whatever. That's fantastic. Some ideas I get loads and loads and loads of people all suggesting the same thing, and this is one of those ones. I had quite a few people suggest this, so I apologise if I don't say all of your names, because it would take me ages to list them all. And if you were one of those people, thank you. This is brilliant. This may be another one of those things that I mean me, end up using kind of repeatedly. It's interesting. I thought the other day, the downside is I deleted my save game, because you can only have so many saves on PlayStation 4. I think you've got 10 save game slots. And the amount of Let's Plays I've done now, to do a new Let's Play, you have to kind of delete ones that you previously had. So one of my early maps was Chellington. The first modded map I did was Chellington Farm, and I loved that map. I loved the Let's Play on that. But what would be interesting would be going back to one of those original maps. I know it sounds original, it's not like it was that long ago. Using a lot of the new equipment and new mods, because there are so many new mods that are out now that weren't when I first started playing it, and on the new modded maps, that it would be interesting to see how you would change your style of gameplay on the map now. I don't know. I find these things fascinating. I know for most people it's not fascinating at all, but I do. So I shall continue. We will get rid of all of the silage we have and see how we get on. Might have a little bit of a time lapse now. Speed up a little bit, I think. That's cleared now. So it should take the 40,000 litres, no problem at all. We are making money! Happy days. Right. I shall stop yakking. And let's speed up this a little bit. See how we get on. And there we have it. We're done. We have just made about £107,000 on that. That's not bad at all. I am more than happy. That is incredible. That worked brilliantly and so quickly as well. I can't get over how efficient that was. I mean, realistically, rather than having a massive conveyor belt set up, if you've got a sell point that will only take it from a bucket or from a conveyor, there's no reason at all why you couldn't just have the slow conveyor belt, the new one from LS Mod Company, and I can't remember the other person who did it. Was it Slow Tide 63 on that one? It might have been. Have that set up right by the sell point, and then just use that, fill up a trailer, and then you just dump the trailer load in front of the conveyor belt, and just go backwards and forwards collecting in the trailer rather than having a massive long run of conveyor belts. That would work probably just as well. What I will just do, 1 second, put the time back to real time rather than ×5. Fill level 0, compacting 0, the bunker is empty. It's done its job. We've made some money. That is fantastic. Absolutely over the moon with that. And that went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. What a brilliant bit of kit. Toxicom, awesome, 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 awesome. Right, next job. Take that back, and then we'll go and get the Sammy, and hopefully we'll have some sheep. Hopefully. Well, actually, what I should do as well before I give that back is close that front chute. What was that? L1 and X, wasn't it? There we go. Right. Drop that off. Lower it. So the amount of money it cost me to lease that, I more than made that back anyway, so it was worth it. Absolutely worth it. I'm very pleased. Right, okay. Let's take that back. Return. Thank you very much. And, right, this might leave us here for the time being. I'm not sure what I need to do next. Probably another harvest, actually. Field 15's done. 14? 14 probably needs doing. And I need to do a load of sowing because I'm way behind on all of that. Right, go and get the Sammy. I could use the JCB. No, Sammy, I've used JCB quite a lot. So, in the Sammy. And, oh, actually, that was something else I was going to point out. Someone mentioned the other day. I drove past this a couple of times and didn't even dawn on me. I thought someone had been doing some kind of artistic painting, you know, pavement art, that kind of thing. But that's oil, apparently. Oil has been spilt on the forecourt. Not good. Yes, clean and protect your engine, not the forecourt. Right. Sorry, I'm blocking the traffic, I just realised. Right. Okay. To the livestock market. The guys at Bluebell have assured me it is sheep this time. If it's not, I think I might just have a fit. I don't know. Let's see how we get on. Fingers crossed for sheep, shall we? Riverton Market. Okay. We are hooked up. Let's jump up. Oh. They definitely look like sheep to me. We have sheep at last. Hooray. So, beacon's on. Let's have a bit of a fiddle around in the yard here actually, because I struggled to get this out last time. Let's go to there. So I can back it round a little bit. Perfect. Right, off to River Rock Farm. Farmer Kinnon's place. Let's drop the sheep off. Hopefully we can increase the wool production. They're going to need some feed and water now. We'll do that when we get up there. A very productive morning. Oh, will I get around there? Nope. Didn't quite cut that right, did I? Oh man. Making an absolute mess of this. That's better. Okay. Yes, thank you. Tooting at me. Outrageous. Now, I have been asked by that lovely lady, old Miss Wright. I wasn't sure if it was old Miss Wright or Mrs. Wright. Anyway, she's asked if I can go and cut some grass for her. Now, I'm assuming she means like a lawn, not a field. I wouldn't have thought she owns a field, but so at some point I will whiz over there and give her a hand. It's the least I can do, really, just help out a bit, isn't it? So do a bit of that for her. Right. I am indicating River Rock Farm. Oh, she's struggling up here. It's not liking it. That's better. It's quite steep, to be fair, coming up there. So we are... Oh, there's the weight. I couldn't remember what I'd done with that. I was looking for that the other day. Right, now, this is going to be slightly more interesting. Right, I wonder if I pull forward to here, see how we get on. Hop out and do the gate. It's better that it opens inward. That's rather helpful. Right, and straighten it up if I can. And unload. 14 to add to the 11. 25 sheep, confirm. Excellent, right. Let's close that up. Beacon's off. Right, pop this here for the minute. I need to think about feeding them. Actually, the feed area is a bit of a mess already. Actually, I need to sort that out. Farmer Kinnon, I haven't seen him around for a while. Actually, I hope he's all right. I assume he is. I do like on this map the fact that all of the farms have got a bunker silo, because realistically, the sheep don't need it. They don't need silage. But that being said, there are a lot of grass fields around here, so once I've got enough grass for the sheep, there's no reason at all why I couldn't cut all of these and put the grass in there as chaff and have a load more silage on the go. I could do that, couldn't I? That's a thought. What's in here? Living in here? Nope. But that's yeah, definitely a possibility. Right, feed. How are we getting on with wool? Hopefully production should increase rather rapidly now, because we've over doubled the amount of sheep we had. So I suppose the next job then is to actually make sure I clean the feed area, then fill up their feed, fill up their water, and we should then see a real jump. A real jump in production, hopefully. Now I have got a load of grass in the barn, which you've already seen before, I would imagine, if you've watched this Let's Play. I'm not running seasons, so I don't have to worry about anything decaying or anything like that, so that's kind of a little bit easier. I don't know how much I will need to give them actually, but we'll see in a minute. It's all in here, way too much of it, and that's what I mean. If I do a whole load of grass, I could get a load more silage on the go, because with that snowblower, I might even buy one of those snowblowers, you know, even if it's just for loading up trailers with silage. It's a brilliant bit of kit, very, very handy. I don't know if you can tell, I'm very impressed with that. It really is a cool bit of kit. So even if you don't use it for snow, I mean, I suppose the one thing that was a giveaway, and I didn't really pay much attention to at the time, was the fact that actually in the store it lists all the crops that it can work with. I'll be looking. Right, let's have a quick look in here first of all though at the animals. And sheep then, going to need a little bit more of that. Actually, we're not far off, are we, hay or grass? But water they are going to need, that's fine. So a little bit more, and we'll be done with that. Just a fraction. That's the other side of it as well, is that the pile looks huge, but then when you start using it, it goes down incredibly quickly. Now, something was shown to me actually on PlayStation Network by SS Lane Victory, which was really, really clever and had never crossed my mind before. Putting front weights on your vehicles and dropping off your front loader and your bucket and stuff, filling up your bucket with silage or grass or whatever it might be, or hay, and using that as a weight. I've never, again, it's one of those obvious things people are like, yeah, of course, you know, everyone does that. It never really occurred to me. I always kind of drop all the front attachments off, go looking for a weight, and then to counterbalance whatever I'm putting on the back, and it just never occurred to me to just leave the front loader and bucket on there, because that would work perfectly as a counterbalance. It's weird, isn't it? I hope I've got enough. I'm actually going to get some more water. Let's back up to there. I was still got the wrong thing, wasn't I? Okay, we're good for 6 days. That's the sheep now, hopefully, really, really productive. What I will do, just drop that there 1 second. Drop that grass back off into here. Like that. And take the water tank back. Fantastic, and we're done. Sheep sorted. I think those are all sprayed, these fields. I might do some more silage. That I'll do off screen. If I'm going to do any more, I will do it off screen, because there's only so much silaging you want to see. But I do need to keep a check on the manure, because I haven't actually given the my orchard any water for a couple of days. That needs doing too. Plus I'm going to need to give them the manure, because I want to get double the amount, but I just haven't had enough on hand at any point. So that'll be the next thing, I suppose. So if I just pop that there, ready for cleaning if I need to in a bit. Jump out of that. Take this back. Actually, what I have been doing, as I've been dropping off animals, I've been leaving the trailer at whichever farm I've left just unloaded from It seems pointless driving this trailer off somewhere else. It might as well be stored here for the time being. Just finding space. This is quite a tight yard, this one. If I can get it in there. Maybe. Do not want to hit that. You know what? That'll do. Nicely. Disconnect that. Okay, so. Next set of jobs then. We're probably not too far off the end of an episode, I would imagine. I do need to take the JCB with the trailer back. I do need to start a harvest on field 14 because that's still going to be ready to do. Well, it's ready to do already. Yeah. Plus, I think I do need to get the telehandler back to Stonehill Farm, back to James's farm. But I think, yeah, first job I think has got to be water for the orchard. I need to go and get one of the ones that are closer, so maybe Mountain View Farm. Go and get the water container from Mountain View, whiz down across the road up to the orchard, give the orchard some water, and that's probably going to be my job's done for today. Or actually, just trying to think, it's probably going to be quicker. I haven't got a water container at my farm, have I? At Hillridge, of course I haven't, because I've got no animals. So I was just thinking, if I turn left now, go to Hillridge, but I haven't got any. I do need to go to Mountain View. Never mind. Bit of a drive in the countryside. So I've collected the Aquatrans. It only had about 3,500 litres in it, so I decided to fill it up here, up at Joe's farm. A little Wall Hope, it just made more sense. I just went round to the tap round the corner, filled that up rather than going all the way down to the river. So let's hopefully... my 2D fruit. I really do need to keep on top of this a little bit more. And I do need to get the manure down here to make them a bit more productive, more regularly. I suppose having maybe, that would mean I'd have 4 Aquatrans trailers knocking about, but maybe having one up here all the time might not be a bad idea. This is about the right size. I don't want to get one bigger, and because I was trying to do it on the cheap and not have to pay for water, that's why I was going down to the river. But realistically, it's not that expensive to buy water. In all honesty, it really isn't. So maybe a 4th one. It's only going to take up 1 slot on the on the slot count, so it's not really the end of the world. If I get another one, it just seems a bit excessive having 4 Aquatrans trailers. But I suppose, although we are a cooperative, if these were separate farms, they wouldn't all share one Aquatrans or 2 or whatever. Probably every farm would have their own one. So maybe might leave this one here and then get another one to take up to Mountain View. That's probably not a bad idea. So let's leave this here for Joe. Investing in the future of the cooperative. That's what I think is the best thing to do. So we'll put that there. And we are now, finally, at the end of this episode. I know I said we were nearly there. We are now. We are done. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it fun, informative. The whole snowblower thing was quite cool. I quite enjoyed that. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.